So you're thinking of moving to Orchard Hills in Irvine, California. Well, in this video, we're going to be going over the pros and cons of buying and of living in Orchard Hills in Irvine, California. And this is a combination of topics that people that have inquired about living in Orchard Hills and Irvine in general. These are the questions that we found come up most often. Hi, if this is your first time at the channel, welcome. And if you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, sleeping, playing in Irvine, California, then hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know when we upload a new video so you can be aware of the current market condition in Irvine, California. Hi, my name's Bruce Clark. I'm a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker. Been doing this for almost 17 years. Absolutely love it. We get calls, emails, text messages from people literally from all over the world. Whether you're looking to move in the next week, month, heck, the next year. We would love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California. So check out the links below in the bio because we'll have links to schools, and we'll have links to just all kinds of great information about not only about Orchard Hills but also about Irvine. And we're going to be talking about the pros and cons, really the good and the bad of living in Orchard Hills in Irvine, California. So first let's talk about Irvine. Irvine is about 306,000 people, so it's becoming a more mid-sized city. It's considered one of the safest cities in America that's stats from the FBI. Very clean city. Absolutely fantastic place. So you also have excellent schools. You have excellent schools, excellent school districts. The schools that the kids go to from Orchard Hills vary depending on which side of Culver you live on, north side or the south side. They can go to Irvine Unified School District or Tustin Unified School District. Again, check the links below. You can find out a lot more information about the schools. So that's on the links below. We actually have a full map tour and a full neighborhood tour. So check out our vlog videos and you'll find just a ton of information about Orchard Hills and about Irvine. So pro number one, location. Orchard Hills is very centrally located in Orange County. It's about 2 hours or less to San Diego, depending on traffic. You're an hour 15 to an hour and a half to Los Angeles. So pretty centrally located there. As far as Irvine, so Orchard Hills is east. It's kind of the top, so to speak, of Irvine. Gosh, location. It's close to a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping, a lot of entertainment, parks. Orchard Hills includes so far 9 different community parks. In each, the Reserve, there's one called the Reserve and another called the Groves. They have one big park, and that includes a big pool, big community center. And each community also has its own pools and tot lots and things like that. But there's a lot to do. Most of the residents of Orchard Hills are within walking distance of the Orchard Hills Shopping Center. There's a McDonald's, there's a Zob's restaurant, which is Mediterranean. There's Pete's Coffee. There's a Hogue Urgent Care Center in case, God forbid, you or the kids or family members get sick. So you're close to a lot of things. There's a Chevron gas station there. Within 5 miles, either way, so total of 10 miles, 5 north or 5 miles south, you've got over 2 million square feet of space that you can shop, you can eat at, some great theaters. But as far as restaurants, you got drive-thrus. You've got In-N-Out, you've got a Carl's, you've got Chick-fil-A, you've got sit-down restaurants, you've got California Pizza Kitchen, you have Cheesecake Factory, you have my favorite restaurant, which is Wood Ranch Barbecue. So all not that far away. So one is, if you go north, it's the Irvine Spectrum. Going south, you have the Irvine and Tustin marketplaces. So again, just a wealth of things to do. And that's within approximately 5 miles either way from Orchard Hills. So for many, pro number 2 is the age of the community. It's a newer community built from 2016 on. There's a lot of new homes being built. So because of the way that the tax structure works here in Orange County, in fact in California, the tax basis is low, the original tax basis, but then they add on what's called Mello-Roos. So the tax basis in Orchard Hills is approximately 1.4%. So $2 million home, your tax bill is going to be $28,000. But that gets you the infrastructure improvement. They were new schools and all those things. All of the community pools, all of that's included in the Mello-Roos bond. Again, they call it an infrastructure bond. The advantage to you as a homeowner, as a resident, is the age. They're new and newer. And each community has a builder. For example, you have Trevi. the new home company. You have the Vista the Vistas, which is Alta Vista and Bella Vista. That's Toll Brothers. So what's nice is if there's any problems, if you as a resident start noticing any problems with your home, you can get in touch with that one builder. Versus, we don't have a lot of small builders here in Irvine. We mainly have the big builders. New Home Company. We have Toll Brothers. We have KB Home, Lennar. So they're big builders. They're not small mom and pop builders. So there's big advantages to that because, again, if God forbid something goes wrong with the home, something the builder fit and finish or something like that, then you know who to get a hold of. And they're most of them are publicly traded companies. Coming back for a second to the location accessibility, you're not that far from major freeways. We've got the 5, which is a major freeway. So the 5 freeway. Then you have the 133, which is which connects you between the 5 and the 405 freeway. And then there's a toll road, which is 241. So you have all that there. You also have large streets. So there's Jamboree. You could easily take Irvine Boulevard or Portola down to Jamboree, and same thing, it takes you towards Newport Beach. You've got Culver, which is a line of demarcation between the groves and the reserves, and also a line of demarcation between school districts, and you could take that, and it would take you far into Irvine. So if you wanted to go to City Hall, or if you wanted to go to some of the other parks, or you wanted to go to Boomers, you wanted to go bowling, there's a lot of stuff to do, and you could take Culver. So accessibility, it's easy to get in and out of Orchard Hills. You do need to watch though with traffic. The 55 freeway gets clogged really bad around 4-ish, so you'll want to start looking at taking side streets. And if you have any questions about that, let us know. I've been those roads thousands of times. Getting around during rush hour can sometimes be problematic if you're not familiar with the route. School districts. So the Groves, which is on the north side of Culver, the Groves go to the Tustin Unified School. So you're going to have Beckman High School, which on the opposite side, the south side, which is the reserve, they will go to Northwood High School because it's Irvine Unified School District. The schools in Orchard Hills and the community schools are absolutely fantastic. And we've got links to greatschools.org, all the schools. So please take a look at them. Let us know if you have any questions. Most of them aren't that far. A lot of kids bike. Some of the kids, of course, 16 and older, end up driving to the high schools, but they're really not that far. But again, excellent schools, excellent school districts. Irvine safety, cleanliness, school districts. These are some of the reasons that people from all over the world love. I mean, that's one of the reasons people move here. Something near and dear to my heart, my family's heart, beaches. So to Newport Beach, about 30 minutes. Corona Del Mar, 35 minutes. Laguna Beach, 45 to 50 minutes. Huntington Beach, same thing, about 50 minutes. You can get to Balboa Peninsula, same thing, about 45 minutes. Balboa Island, same thing, 45 minutes. There's a ferry that connects Balboa Island with Balboa Peninsula. The reason I mention that is Balboa Peninsula has excellent waves, but they break late. If you're a really good swimmer, it's a fun place to swim. I've even swam over there. I swam with dolphins. It was really an amazing sight as I'm swimming, I'm thrashing about. The dolphins were playing in the waves. Really cool. Tough though if you're not a really good swimmer. The waves will roll you and you'll hit the bottom of the ocean floor. It can be disconcerting. They've got a pier. It's a great place to go. There's a lot of evening activities at Balboa Peninsula, but some really cool stuff to enjoy there. Some nightlife, things like that. So over in Corona Del Mar, you have something called Pirates Cove. So really the flip of Balboa Peninsula, which is more for expert swimmers. Whereas Corona Del Mar, when you go to the beaches are beautiful, by the way. These are world-class beaches, nice sandy beaches, not a lot of rocks. It's kind of things you can just lay in the sun. It really is nice. We take it for granted, but if you've not been to a California beach, you are going to love it. But over in Corona Del Mar, a little opposite, you have something called Pirates Cove, a great place to take the family. The cove's kind of filtered out the waves with some of the rocks, and just a nice mellow place. Tough to get to. You got to hike over and down some rock. Worth it, but it's a lot less scary than Balboa Peninsula. But again, whether it's Newport Beach, whether it's Corona Del Mar, whether it's going to the Aliso Viejo, you can go to Dana Point. If you want to go to one of my favorite places, our family's favorite places, is Torrey Pines State Beach, and that's about an hour and a half away. And there the waves break out. You can ride boogie boards all the way to the shore. Absolutely fantastic place. There's lifeguard stations, a little rockier ocean floor. But what's cool is the rays end up having their babies there. So you get these little rays, and it really is cool. So the kids, as they're playing in water, will look down and they'll see these rays swimming around. So you have expert, moderate, and then, much easier waves, so to speak, for whatever level of swimmer you are. I want to come back to the parks. One of the neat things about this area is how well maintained everything is. So you have 9 parks so far, and certainly as they continue to build homes, and they are, there's going to be more and more parks added. They're very well maintained. They're landscaped well. They maintain the equipment. They maintain water levels. A lot of the pools are sea salt, so you don't have to worry about the chlorine. They're saltwater pools. Sorry, not sea salt. Saltwater pools. So it's just different. It's different. Again, you've got lap pools, you have junior Olympic pools, you have pickleball, you have tennis, you have basketball, you've got soccer. There's a lot of stuff to do in Orchard Hills. So as far as the climate, it's fantastic. I mean, that's why I stay here. I'm originally from Indiana. I love open spaces. I love the outdoors. Gosh, there's a lot of great things about the Midwest and other states, but California is absolutely phenomenal weather. So one of the great things about California, of course, especially Southern California, is the weather. The average temperature in July here in Irvine, California is 83 degrees. And in August, it does get hotter. You don't really see any 100-degree days. Typically in the 80s, mid 80s, high 80s in July and August, but low humidity and very little bugs, which is unusual in most regions of the country. I came from Indiana, and if you sit outside on a nice, cool summer day, you probably were going to get eaten up by mosquitoes. And it's not that way here. So oddly enough, it takes a while to get used to, but you will absolutely love being able to sit outside, not getting eaten up by bugs. So con number 1. So there's quite a bit of construction still going on in Orchard Hills. There's a lot of new homes that are coming on the market, a lot of new homes that are being built. Development-wise, we've probably got another dozen easily developments that are going to be coming online. A lot of construction traffic, but the nice thing is, if you're looking for a new home, they're probably building it right now. Price ranges you're looking at, with the construction costs the way they are, it's really tough to buy a brand new home in Irvine for under $1.5 million right now. The average new home in Orchard Hills is going to be over $2 million. So $2 million, and we're seeing $4 million new homes. We anticipate some new developments coming out. They're probably going to be even higher. Some bigger lots. Of course, the higher you go, you're going to get bigger lots, bigger homes. Some of them have even better views, but very expansive homes. The floor plans, again, very open floor plan. So if you're used to a formal living, formal dining, that's not what you see in most of the models here in Orchard Hills. So some people asking, is it a good time to buy? You like that new home, you're wondering, is it a good time to buy? I tell people it's tough to time the market. If you're looking to buy, and you're going to be in that home for more than 5 years, certainly 10, it's a good time to buy. Because if you take a 10-year snapshot, a snapshot of any 10-year period, even if you bought at the high of the market before the 2007 crash, it came back and you would have made money. Naturally, it's always better to buy low, but you can't always do that because the home that you like might not be available when you're ready. So it's a personal decision. I will say this, we take every buyer and seller on a case-by-case basis, and we're very mindful that it's your money. We don't want you to overpay. If you're a seller, we don't want you to leave money on the table. We're very good at negotiating, but again, we really watch your dollars, and we pay a lot of attention to the market conditions, market direction, and the numbers play in our favor when we're negotiating. So con number 2, it's not easy to walk to major shopping, major entertainment, major food areas. They're 5 miles away. You can walk down to the Orchard Hills shopping center. There's a Zob's restaurant, which is Mediterranean. There's a ramen restaurant, so noodles. You've got a McDonald's. There's some other restaurants there. But if you want Cheesecake Factory or California Pizza Kitchen, or you want a steak, you're going to have to hop in a car and drive. Or take rideshare. About 5 miles away. You do have a Chevron, SoFi gas, and there's a Hogue urgent care center within about a mile, and absolutely phenomenal shopping at Pavilions. If you like fresh baked goods, they have a great bakery, they have a great wine selection. So that's Pavilions, which is a major chain here in Orange County. Again, 5 miles to Irvine Spectrum, that's south. 5 miles north, you have the Irvine and Tustin Marketplace. If you want to go to South Coast Plaza, you want to go shopping at Fashion Island, which is Newport Beach, figure about 15 miles, but huge number of things. Huge number of stores within 5 to 15 miles. So con number 3, homeowners associations, Melrose taxes. The pro of this is that our original tax basis is low. The tax basis is a little bit over 1%. But added into that are the infrastructure improvement bonds called Melrose bonds. So again, building streets, building new sewer and septic systems, new fire stations, could be police stations, all the parks are funded by a bond. They call it a Melrose bond. They spread that out over all the homeowners. The life of Melrose bond is approximately 26 to 35 years. Rarely do they increase. They have the option of increasing, but I've never seen them increase. But they do have the option. I've read these bonds. I had a client once was involved in the drafting of Melrose bonds, and it's a really interesting process. But so they theoretically can raise the rate of the Melrose bond, but rarely do they. So figure that Orchard Hills is going to be about 1.4%. So $2 million home, $28,000. Homeowner association, you're looking at anywhere from approximately $300 to $500 a month. So that's maintenance of the common areas, maintenance of the parks, maintenance of the community centers. If you have a condo or townhouse, since it's attached, the homeowner association takes care of the insurance, and the homeowner association covers the roof. Some of them cover a little more, but that's for each homeowner association. And before you buy, you'll get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of homeowner association documents. You'll get bylaws, you'll get all kinds of things, you'll get financials. So those are things that we highly recommend you sit down and read. And we've been doing this almost 17 years, and we try to go through every document that we receive. Homeowner association documents, very voluminous. We get title reports, we have, of course, escrow, we have settlement statements, and all kinds of things, and we go through all of those. Homeowner association documents, again, we're talking, gosh, I've seen them over 1,000 pages. So, but we have homeowner association in most developments here in Orange County. Oh, what they also do is they decide via their architectural committee what you can and can't do with your home, both the exterior and also landscape-wise. In another video, we talk about tying an architectural style with a landscaping style. There's only certain trees and shrubs that you can use. They're not that particular in Orchard Hills. You can't paint your home pink, so that's just not going to be allowed. One of the cons of having a homeowner association is that you're not allowed to have diversity of style. A lot of the homes look the same. Spanish tile roofs. You have a very kind of a whitish stucco exterior. You just can't change the look that much. Irvine is a master plan community, and so having homes that are different colors, having doors that are, let's say you had a single door and you want to add a double door and you want it to be glass, that's just not what they allow typically. Again, homeowners associations have a lot of control over what you can do in the exterior of your home, and certainly what you can do when it comes to landscaping. So before you do anything, please consult with your homeowner association and their architectural committee. That way you don't have to rip it out if you did something they don't like. I kind of give you the con of the homeowners association. The positives that I just alluded to are things like the colors, but you also don't see boats parked in driveways or cars jacked up in the front yard of homes. That's just not allowed. And I say that because that's what we had in Indiana. You could drive by a home and you'd have 3 or 4 cars parked, you'd be parked in the front, they're jacked up, and you have 2 boats in the driveway. That just isn't what you see in Irvine, especially in Orchard Hills, because of the homeowner association. So they really control the aesthetics of the community, and it's both a pro, both a con. So you want to get out of town and you don't want to drive. You're not that far away from 2 airports. One is of course, the big Los Angeles International Airport, hour and 20 minutes, depending on traffic, could be 2 hours, but really not that far in the scheme of things. John Wayne Airport, which is also a good-sized airport, is approximately 40 minutes away. Again, depends on traffic. So certainly want to leave early enough to make your flight, but they're just not that far away. I've even driven from Orange County down to San Diego. Take a flight out when I went to the Caribbean, and we're talking 2 hours. So within a couple hours, you've got San Diego Airport, you've got Los Angeles International, you have John Wayne Airport. So this is not that far to get to a good-sized airport from Orchard Hills. So this pretty much sums up everything there is to know about living, working, playing in Orchard Hills in Irvine, California. We've loved having you here. If you have any questions about Orchard Hills, certainly send us a text, shoot us an email, give us a call. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what goes on in the Irvine, California real estate market. Please feel free to take a look at our other tours, our other videos. We have neighborhood tours, we have map tours, we have vlogs of all kinds of things, and we're going to be adding more and more. So we have Orchard Hills, we have Portola Springs, Shady Canyon, Newport Coast is coming, Newport Beach. We get into some areas, communities that most agents can't. So follow us, like us. We'd love to hear from you. Till next time, we hope to see you soon.